Very good evening. Today is 6th of August, 5:30 p.m. Dubai time, and we are going live with another trade today. So let's see how it goes. Now, as the candle closes, we will make an entry. Yes, so I will wait for a sell entry just to see how this candle develop. I will take a sell trade from here. Currently, market is at 4247. Expecting to get an entry, and I'll confirm when my entry is made. So what we have seen here is that there was a sharp selling coming from the higher side. I'll explain the setup in a while, but for now let me place the order. So I'll pending the sell order. Yeah, I'll place a sell order, pending sell order. This is the level. Okay, I'll sell in this level of 4253, probably a bit higher than this. Yes, so this should be my sell order, and this should be 0.5. Okay, yeah, so current market is here at what, 4251. I'll be selling around 4256 in this level. I'll because I feel like the market might go few points higher from this place, and then the selling momentum will continue. That's what my forecast says. TP is real huge, but again, I'll be layering my TP. As you know, I use multiple layers of TP. Okay, this one would be my trade. Let me share this trade with my channel members. In a minute, I'll explain the logic behind this trade. As you can see that my trades are pretty much pre-planned. On my screen, you could see that some other trades are already planned. Okay. Okay. These levels. I might change the I mean, in case in this 15 minutes I don't get this entry, I will enter at the spot price. So this 15 minutes is really important. This is the first trade of the evening with 0.05 lot. Well, now if I have to explain this trade, see on 1 hour chart, let's look at 1 hour chart. Okay, so if you look at 1 hour chart, you will see that there is a declining trend line, yeah, from 4,300. Then again there was a retest at this level at 4,285. Great, so that's why I'm maintaining this as my SL. This 4275 stays as my SL. And again, there same thing, there is also a rising trend line from the bottom side on 1 hour candle. Now both of them are kind of confluencing here, in this level. Okay, so it's very important because this is the compression. What is happening, market is facing a compression here. So if you see to this level, what is happening on 1 hour chart, market is pretty much compressed in this area, in this bracket, and now a breakout is very evident. So thing is, this trade was already planned. This afternoon I planned this trade, and honestly, if you see, already TP1, almost market came to this TP1 level, but it didn't go that down, and that's why I'm going into this trade. This TP1 is 50% of this previous candle. If you see, there is a huge fair value still left open, right? So this TP1 is 50% of this candle, which was formed yesterday at 6 p.m. Anyways, our trade is almost there, 4256, which I forecasted. The trade is going to take place right now. Market is almost there, but again we are maintaining a strict SL on the higher side to this zone. In case the breakout comes on the higher side, then we'll take a exit here, and then we'll make another position towards the higher side. But for now, we can expect to see, what I'm expecting is that market to reverse from this zone again. Yeah, so now the sell position is open right now. Okay, this is the first trade, and yeah, I'm expecting somewhere here, and then market to came down something like this. This is the direction that I'm expecting. This is a big, this where we took the entry, this area is a big liquidity area. Market is coming. If you see these candles, right? So if I look at this area, this channel here, in this area, right, a lot of liquidity is there in this area. If you see, a lot of time market is coming to this area and then taking a reversal and then going up and down, stuff like that. So therefore, when I started planning this trade, we are here, right? But again, we could see that market was actually going to 4.5 this zone, and then I'm expecting a pullback. So let's see how the trade pan out. For now, we'll stick to this setup. This is the first 50 minutes candle of this US session. It's a very important it's a very important candle. This one sets the mood for the rest of the evening and rest of the session. So if the session close, if the candle close real bullish, then we might take exit from this trade and we'll take a buy trade. But for now, let's see if the resistance of 4274 does stay or market break that one. If it does, then we'll take an immediate buy trade. We do expect a lot of momentum today in the market. Yesterday was a very big bullish day, and today also we should expect some big momentum in the market as well. However, the day was very quiet. The London session, I mean to say, but in this US session, we should expect some big momentum. 6 more minutes to go in this 15 minutes candle, and this candle will definitely define the whole day. Our entry is at 4256 sell trade. So what we did here is we took a sell trade. Entry is 4256, SL is 4274.5, let's say. TP1 is 4226, TP2 is 4206, and TP3 is 4172, which is very optimistic. But the first candle seems a bit bullish. I might change the trade, but I'll at least wait for the first 15 minutes to close and then decide. If we see on 1 hour, you see this huge wick right on the lower side. So market was taking support here again and again. This area was the support area, right? This area, which is 4250 was a support area. But before this current candle, if you could see that, there is a huge wick on the lower side. So there was selling pressure after 4:30 p.m. But now the market might change the sentiment once again and go back to the bullish side. But let's hold this 15 minutes and see how the trade pan out. You see this candle, this support area on 15 minutes. If we see this support area was penetrated. I mean, it was broken. Then market came to the lower side. So we should expect, some sort of selling coming in this type. But again, it's all forecast, it's all analysis, right? You never know what exactly happens in the real market. Four to 6 7, we are not that far from the SL, but the first 50 minutes is very bullish. Probably this was a move to grab the liquidity from the lower side, and then market actually is going up again. We'll come to know after the closure of these 15 minutes. Yeah, so the trade is about to hit the SL, which is all right. We still have the whole evening to go. This is more of a positional trade, not like a scalping up, because in scalp you target $10, I mean, or 100 pips, and your SL is $10 or 100 pips. But this is more of a positional move. If you see, my SL is $20 and TP is huge, around $80. So it's 1:4 trade. Okay, so the trade will take SL now. By the time we close the 15 minutes candle, 2 more minutes to go, and that's the SL. If this trade takes SL, then I'll wait for another 15 minutes before planning the next trade. In that case, this area would become my new trade. Yes. Excuse me for a second. Hello. Hi, Mary. How are you? Mm-hmm. Mark sheets I do have, but transfers. What do you mean by transfer certificate? Okay, and you said transfer certificate. I'm not even sure what is that. I can ask someone. Will the mark sheet alone do? Because I do have the original mark sheets with me. It will take some time, I'm sure. Will you change it later? That should, and we cannot change in between. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Okay, then put the officer one. But are you sure? Because I have never heard about this transfer thing. Transfer certificate. Is it transcript? Not transfer. Is it transcript? Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, then go ahead with this sales officer thing, and in the meantime, I will process this and see how much it costs and all, in the future. Okay. Okay. Done. Thank you. Bye. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm audible. Anyway, so well, the SL barely hold, right? Seems like market is getting ready for a spike. I don't know in which direction, but there is an incoming spike coming up anytime soon. I mean, market is getting compressed within this two trend lines, right? One coming up from the higher side and one coming from the lower side, and definitely there would be breakout either on the higher side or on the lower side. For now, my projections say that market should go on the lower side. Last candle barely, I mean, almost took the SL, but it didn't, fortunately, and I'm still maintaining my trade. But this candle was honestly very much against the previous 50 minutes candle was very much against my setup. My setup was for the sell side, but the candle was really, really big. So if we see the previous 15 minutes candle, this one, which was between 5 to 5:15, right? The next one could not cover the whole candle and engulf the previous one. Therefore, I was confident about the sell side trade, and in fact, I'm still confident. But then this last candle, which started from 5:30 to 5:45, is against my setup of the sell trade, and almost hit the SL here, but didn't. The levels are marked very well, I would say. Therefore, did take the SL. But the current candle, let's see how does this one pan out, and this will actually set the momentum for the day. If this current candle, which is forming right now, fails to cover 50% of the previous one, so this one, the 50% is somewhere here, right? So somewhere here. So if this current candle fails to close below this one, then the bullish momentum might continue. But if this candle closes below this 50%, this level, which is at 4259, then we can expect the selling momentum to continue. I mean, I do read and study the chart and price action. That's all. I don't use much indicators and stuff. So yeah, if we shift to 5 minutes, what do we see here? Our entry was here in this candle. Of the next one was big bullish candle. Then we saw one red bearish candle, and right now the second 5 minutes candle is forming. Let's see how does this candle close, and then we'll take the next course of action. More than any indicator and all, I'm comfortable in analyzing charts and patterns. I mean, price actions. So it's a simple setup. We could see that there is lower highs. So this high is lower than the previous one, and similar story here also. We could see that there is a declining trend line, and then the lows are higher, right? So it means, so these two lines, these two trend lines created a compression for market here, and then such compression always lead to some sort of breakout either on the higher side or on the lower side. As simple as that. Okay. And since we saw this breakout at 4:30 when the pre-session of US New York Stock Exchange happened, we could see that there was a breakout on the lower side. Therefore, I went short in this trade based on these two candles, because I could see this compression was broken here on the lower side. Therefore, my bet is or my forecast is on the lower side. This TP1 is connected to this 15 minutes candle. You see there is a huge gap here. If you understand fair value gap and all, you see that there is a big gap left here. Therefore, I'm putting this higher side of this gap as my TP1. TP2 is again this liquidity area, and TP3, which is absolutely the previous resistance. This was the previous resistance yesterday, right? So that is my TP3. Let's go back to 5 minutes again and see how does the second 5 minutes candle look like. So the first 5 minutes candle was red, this is green. Okay, beat against my setup, but I'll still I'll hold on to my trade. If this one goes sideways, then I definitely have my next buy trade planned already, which will be this one. But again, this will be subject to the outcome of the current trade. Okay, so the second 5 minutes candle was bullish, we could see that, but again, the hope is that this candle could not penetrate half of the previous one, right? So there is a slight hope of market reversing. Every day we don't see momentum, right? Like the day, like yesterday and day before, we have seen huge rallies. The momentum was really awesome, but today market is a bit slow. We could see that even in the London session. We see this market was actually ranging between 4285 and on the lower side 4250. So within this $30 market was moving the whole day. Six more minutes in this current 15 minutes candle. Let's have a quick look at dollar index, which is a very critical indicator for us since we are trading gold. Price of gold is connected to dollar, so we must always keep an eye on the price of the USD or dollar index, you could say. So what we're seeing is that, so here I'm actually using a indicator. This is a EMA, simple EMA, and we could see this now. Dollar is taking support at 99.73. Okay, and let's have a quick look at crude. Again, crude also defines the mood of the market. So what we have seen is that since yesterday on yes, this was on 4th and 5th, we have seen that the crude prices came down drastically. So these are mostly conversely related. If crude prices will go up, gold prices will go down, and if crude prices goes down, then the gold price would go up. So we should keep an eye on both of them. Coming back to our trade, a lot of buying actually coming up from this zone, this liquidity zone. A lot of buying happening in this zone from 4265 to 70 from this zone, and therefore uh, therefore the market is not actually breaking this level, this area that I marked 4260. That's a very critical one. If we get a closure below this level, then definitely we would see market going in our direction, but for now seems like if this candle close in this zone, then it's a very bad signal for us. 4268. 2 more minutes to go. But again, I'll not close the trade or anything. I'll just wait for the SL. If at all it takes SL, it's all right. It happens in trading. Then we'll take a buy trade straight away. Then it will tell us that the momentum is shifting, because this level is literally a resistance. This 4270 is literally one resistance zone for now. The moment we get this SL, I'll go into this buy trade from here. So I'll go for a buy trade right away. And we can even keep a bigger target until 1415. Yeah. So this one. If at all the SL is taken, then I'll go for a buy trade. But for now, the trade is holding, so I'm hopeful. Okay. I'll go for a buy trade with a little bigger lot in case things go wrong. For now, let's stick to our trade, the sell trade. Let's check the 1 hour candle once again. What do we see here? 1 hour chart tells us, what does it say? So if you see what happened, the 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 candles were bearish candles, right? The last candle, which was between 5 to 6 p.m. Dubai time, I'm talking about, engulfed the previous candle. That's not a very good sign, honestly, for a sell trade, right? But however, what we see here is that this also candle also failed to cross this 4274 level. This is the liquidity zone. Yeah, this is the immediate resistance, you could say, right? So on 1 hour chart, you could say that the resistance was not broken, so we can still expect to see uh, the sell side of the trade. But as I'm repeating again, if this 427475, if this one is broken, then we can go for a buy trade then and there, and that will be my second and final trade of the day. 2 trades is more than enough. 2 trades are more than enough. On the right hand side, I already have my levels marked in case the buy trades take place, so that will be my trade. But for now, I'll keep holding my sell trade and see how it goes. This candle almost took the SL was missed by few cents, I think. That's the beauty of XNES. Slippage is really almost negligible. So I mean, as far as I understand and as far as I know, this CFD and forex trading, normally normal brokers in situation like this, they take the slip and they later call it as slippage of this many cents or that many cents, and then they execute the trade. But in XNES, slippage is almost close to nothing. But therefore, my trade is still there. I don't use many indicators and all, but see on 1 hour as well. If you see on 1 hour chart, let the trade pan out. I'll tell you something. If you see this level of 4120, right? This was the previous. If you see, 1, 2, 3, this was the previous resistance, and from there, the high of today is 4300, right? In between this, if you put a Fibonacci, let's do it here. Sorry. If you place a Fibonacci retracement That's how you do it, right? The previous high to the new high. If you see this level, so the golden zone lies somewhere here, right? Where we are right now, not a bit lower than this, but again, from here you always expect market to come back to this level, to 0.618, to this level. And therefore, if you see, I actually planned a buy trade in the future. If market retreats to this level of 4188, I planned a buy trade here. You can see that it's already placed because of this 0.618 level. It really works wonders for me. I don't know about others, so I always use fib when I see this kind of breakouts taking place. So to draw the fib, what I do, I look the previous resistance, and then I check the new high, and in between that, and then these two levels, 0.618 and 0.786, these are uh, very good levels, I would say. And normally whenever market raise to this level, then we see another spike. So that's why I planned a buy trade here. If you see this buy trade, which is for the future, I'm placing it for next week, most of Friday, or next Friday is already tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then next week I'll take a buy trade from here in case market retrace to this level of 618, and the SL would be right below this 786. Because if the selling, if it is a real selling momentum, then this level will be broken and then market will continue going down. But if this is a retracement, then market will come to this state of 0.618, and then the bullish momentum will continue. So that's for future. And for now, I'll keep holding my sell trade. And as I mentioned, this is the trade 4187. It's for the future. So I always have my trades planned some way for the future, because I analyze only candlesticks and price actions, not much into indicators and all. But fib retracement work really well if you know where to place. On 4267, right? We want the candle to close, as I marked earlier, in this area 4260 and something. If we get a closure here at 4260, then definitely the selling momentum will continue. But first we need a closure here, 4262. Probably I entered a bit earlier. I should have entered around this 4270 or something. I mean, after closing this candle, I should have entered in a sell trade, but that's all right. Yesterday we did live trading, and I captured some 1050, 1050 pips. It was a really good day. I mean, every day is not Friday, right? But as long as we stay disciplined and we stay what you call it, very strict with our SL and stuff, trading will give you money, but you need to be very uh, disciplined, you know. So for me today, I'm planning two trades. This is one trade, first trade, and the second one. Yeah, the breakout is coming right now on the higher side. So if the breakout takes place right now, I'll go for a buy trade, and that will be my second and last trade of the day. That's it. Already 8 minutes into this candle, another 7 more minutes to go. Sorry, I didn't eat my lunch yet. Was really busy. Had a couple of meetings. So now I'm just drinking water to fulfill my hunger. You don't make profits in trading every day, but what we'll do is that you stay disciplined and you know your limits. I had a little bit of hopes after this candle, but the current one is, again, if this candle closes above this one, kind of, and the previous 50 minutes candle, then definitely 100% sure there is a buy side breakout coming up. But if this candle close somewhere here, let's say this current candle close here, then we can expect a selling momentum. That's all at this level. What the 60 I was saying, yeah. I just need a closure here at this 60, and then voila, definitely it will go down. Let's check others a little bit and see what's going on. So in the US stack, we could see that again. So about this compression that I was talking about, if you see in US Tech also, who had seen my previous videos, the US Tech was also in a very compressed zone up until last Thursday. And then when this breakout took place, if you see, there was a move of $2,000, right? Let me remove this. Yeah. So if you see, the market was compressed in this, there were lower highs and higher lows, and market was compressed last Thursday. And the moment this breakout took place, market came back, retraced, retested this level, and then if you see from 29,000, there was a until to the 27,000, there was a $2,000 move, right? So every time, if you see, but on a bigger time frame, like on 1 hour or something, if you see that market is compressing, on any chart for that matter, then you always see a breakout either on the higher side or on the lower side, and it's always most likely that the trade will take place on the same side where you see the breakout. What do I mean by is this? So if you see, this level was broken here, right? Their side, then retested, and then voila, huge move. Just a similar thing I was planning in gold, but seems like gold is not listening to me today. Okay, SL took place right now, so I'm going buy straight away, confirm buying one lot without clicking anything. My levels are already marked. So I doubled my size right now. Okay, so the SL is already gone. Let me remove this. Okay, and then this is my stop loss, and this is my TP. And that would be my second and last trade of the day. Okay, so I'm going on a buy trade. So here you could see that I got a SL of $934. So now I double my position size. Let me update my community. Trade to SL and taking opposite side. So this trade is gone, the first trade is gone, and this is the second one. Let's see. Two more minutes to go in the current candle. This is the make and break zone, this 4275 until this 4256, this $20. So whenever there is a breakout on either side, that would be the, what you call it, that would be it, right? So currently market is really struggling to break this zone, right? And that's why I'm also keeping my TP and SL all that, I mean my SL all the time. Now don't tell me that this one will go on the sell side after hitting my SL. But that should not happen, because see this 15 minutes candle, it was a big bullish candle. The next one, as I was explaining already before, could not even penetrate half of it. And this next candle, the one which is forming currently, also kind of, penetrated the high of the previous candle. So my buy momentum may continue. Just need to make the S a little bit bigger in this case. Yeah. Still, this is a 1:2 trade, I believe. 1:1.8. Okay. I take positional trades, so my SL and TPs are always like bit bigger than the normal traders, because people do scalping of $10-12. Normally, I don't do that. If you can see yesterday when we were doing this live trades, I'll show you on 15 minutes. So we took the trade here at 4180, and then up until 4208, and then there was another trade. These are long trades we take. Yeah, we took the trade again at 4200, and then the TP was 4257, which was like 500 pips or $50, right? So this kind of long trades I normally take. Okay. Anyways, market momentum is not that strong. I'll keep holding this trade, and this is the second and the last trade of the day. Sorry, this is third trade. Yeah, I have taken already one trade in the morning, which gave us TP1. We got one TP of 100 pips in the morning. But yeah, this is the third or last trade of the day. I'll keep holding the position. Let's see. Getting really hungry. I'll update the outcome of this trade in my channel. But for now, I'll just stop the stream, and but the trade will be there. What is happening right now? We did buy at 4274, and TP is 4313. SL is 4253. So $20 SL and $40 TP, 2:1 trade. Yeah, let's see you. Thank you for your time. I hope we get the TP in this trade. And I always put the outcome of my trades in the comment of the video, because these videos always go live, on YouTube, and then I post the outcome of the trade in the first comment of